We're starting today in Seattle, where Joe McCann introduced us to a five-star talent on defense. That's this week's five-star feature.
4 years ago, an 8th grader named Sav'ell Smalls enrolled here at Kennedy Catholic, and his potential was easy to see. Now, after a couple years away, he's returned to Kennedy, and he's ready to make some history.
I remember the first day that I met Sav'ell. He was an 8th grader coming to sign up for his classes, and I looked at him immediately and I just said, hey, you're gonna start day one. You're gonna be a varsity starter the minute that you step foot on campus, and he was. He looked like he already could play college football in 8th grade.
When the first recruiting rankings for the 2020 class were unveiled, they confirmed what Cross already knew, that Smalls is one of the elite recruits in the nation. The 24/7 Sports Composite currently has him in the top 10 nationally. While Smalls cared about the rankings when they debuted, he shifted his focus to other things over the past few years.
Early on, like when they first started dropping, I remember they first dropped in 247, I was 15. And like my freshman, sophomore year, I paid a lot of attention to that just because I was like, oh, I want to be number one. Like, of course, like I said, I want to win in everything I do, so I want to be the best. But then I just started shifting my motivation. Like I was like, I don't want to be motivated by other people's opinions. Like I want to be motivated by me. I want to wake up and be like, okay, Sav'ell Smalls, you're going to be the best you can be today.
Sav'ell spent his sophomore and junior seasons at Garfield High School in Seattle. There, he truly showed off his athleticism as he not only proved to be a dominant player on defense, but he also made plays on offense at tight end and wide receiver.
If he wasn't so great on defense, I think anyone could easily say, hey, we're gonna have him play tight end. And if he could be one of the highest rated tight ends in the country.
I still love playing offense. Like I love playing offense too. But defense, I know I'm gonna make my money on the defensive side of the ball.
I think when you talk about that vision, he's explosive. He brings a presence. He's gonna be explosive off the edge, rushing the passer. He is very cerebral, and his football IQ is extremely high, so he understands what an offense is trying to do to him.
I'm big, I'm fast, I can move, I have good hands, just all that stuff, I'm physical. But I really think the best thing about my game is that I really know football, and I just have a great feel for the game. I know where to be. People who've never passed us before, they don't know how annoying it gets sometimes, because sometimes teams will run quick games, so they'll hike, throw the ball right away on a slant, or they'll just keep running the ball, run to the other side. So playing the edge rusher, it can get annoying, but once you get there and really get there and really lay a lick on the quarterback, it's the most satisfying thing ever.
For his senior season, Sav'ell wanted to come back where he started, at Kennedy Catholic, located a few miles south of Seattle in his hometown of Burien.
I mean, life is just crazy. It was just a whole bunch of things, a whole bunch of different factors that brought me back here. But just being close, literally close to home. A lot of people like to say, for college and stuff, but actually being close to home and just the academics that they bring, and just bring back just the chance to play with so many high-level players and just get to know them and get to come back to where I started and be a leader. And hopefully in the right way this time, it was very important to me.
And when Sav'ell talks about ending the right way, he's talking about doing something that's never been done in the school's 53-year history.
Hopefully we can bring back a banner to the football, because if you go in the gym and look, there's all the state championships. Volleyball got one. I think baseball got one from a long time ago, but football is just empty. You got a whole bunch of league titles. They used to dominate the CMOC because there's been a lot of great players to come through here. They never won a state football championship, so that's one thing we're hoping we can do this year.
Privately, behind closed doors, he's a phenomenal leader to our young guys and a guy that wants to help everyone in the room be better. And I think that sometimes publicly, people don't understand that about him.
It's funny because all the time, people will be like, man, you're way nicer than I thought you'd be. They just think I'm a jock just off the scene, but I'm just a super nice person, super smart. So I just want to make sure everywhere I go, I have a good mindset, I'm positive, I'm not giving off any bad energy, because people feel that stuff and it can go a long way in somebody's day.
He has as much joy when he sees one of his teammates make plays as much as when he makes plays, and it's cool to see.
I want to win, but I want to win being a family, because like I said, my sophomore year at Garfield, we had one of the most stacked teams I feel ever to come and watch. That team was stacked, but we didn't win games until we came together as a family and played for each other. So I want us to really just come together as a brotherhood and love each other and play for each other, because when you play for each other, then the sky's the limit.
The talent and the attitude have drawn college interest from across the nation, and Sav'ell is currently focusing on 6 schools: Alabama, Florida State, Tennessee, Washington, Washington State, and Oregon. As much as he loves to win, Sav'ell also has his long-term goal of being in the NFL under consideration.
I think the biggest thing in the whole recruiting process is just making it simple, because it really is simple. College is a business, and there's money on the line, there's money on the table, so what's gonna be the best way for you to make money in the long run? And that's really like how you have to look at it. You can't look at the uniforms or who's winning. Like, of course, like, I want to win. Like, I'm gonna go to a school that, you know, is gonna put me in a good chance to win. But if it was all about winning, I go to Alabama or Clemson right now. But there's so many more factors. But like, it's really just so simple. Like, how are you gonna put yourself in the best position to be the best player and best person you are coming out 3, 4, 5 years, however you spend at college? And I think that's gonna be the biggest factor in my recruitment.
He's a major Power 5 guy, could play at any school in America. I think he's going to be able to play early on. I think he's going to be ready to contribute early on. We're trying to, once again, to solidify this idea that you have a senior year first, and he's good about that.
I mean, I just want to be the best player I could be. It's kind of disrespectful to say, you know, the best ever, because there's just so many players I play, so I just want to be the best I could be. And wherever that lands me on the list, you know, whether it's NFL or college or high school grades, you know, that's what's going to land me. But I want to be the best player Sav'ell Smalls can be, and just take it from there.
So while you can always come home again, Sav'ell Smalls may be going a lot of places in the future. In Seattle, Washington, I'm Joe McCann.